Clients' needs first. We specialize in all UK visa applications, detention and deportation cases, student and work points-based work permit applications from both UK and abroad. Fortwell Solicitors also deals with long residence and human rights applications outside the immigration rules. Don't wait till last minute. Fortwell Solicitors is located at
Unit 1, ground floor, Katrina House, 58 Clarendon Road, London, N80DJ. Nearest tube station, Tempark Lane and Wood Green. Overground, Hornsey Station. Buses, 41 to Archway and 144 to Maswa Hill. For more info, call 0203 3257 030. Call our 24-hour line on 0754 8701 011. Website www.fortwellsolicitors.com.
Opening hours Monday to Friday 9:30 to 5:30 p.m.
Thursday beyond so your Milton Keynes.
Fortwell Solicitors is regulated by SRA.
Fortwell Solicitors.
Memo akwa aba enenso adwumadi enso. Ofre me danso. Me emranim for. Me wo Fortwell Solicitors. I wo North London. Hornsey. Na ye ben 10 Pike Lane tube station no. Ana fe nso ye ben Wood Green. Ofri 10 Pike Lane by honoma one stop bus 41 ede wani akire Archway no. Free 10 Pike Lane tube station enim. Ana simple onantia it's about 5 minutes. Na wedunti weda ne ye na betimi anante a obetimi anante e de aba ye wo unit 1 ground floor Katarina House and wo 50A Clarendon Road N80DJ enye irakwan kra enti no ofre Fortwell Solicitors anasa ofre mimpo a 07874 108 821 07874 108 821. Maka ni say na ma memo okoko se de wasetena mutie ana wo ba wo se wo be ka kire na yetimi ahwe sa wasetena nim na ahwe ne ye de agina so atrofo nyame nhira one kai say your first hour no consultation free yenyi sika bia Fortwell Solicitors your Hornsey your phone number no 0203 325 7030 0203 325 7030. Yamin Shrao. Bye bye.
You are listening to GN Radio UK.
fambra legal our jumedi so said you know nyame ama ade achi biem ene dey so yasa ehia e wo jumedi so ebna da bia na eba wa kwan so Fortwell Solicitors na ya no bedi nkomo efa immigration sensem hu nyina aha ena abete ensem ni nyina eno nti ene dey so yaba aye baba besomwo me no wa ha se ya kwakosi dubako na said you na ebra ye hye ase 10 na ya sori so 11 pepepe ene me ne lawyer kwai ena baba bedi adwume ne yesre wa ne se obetena se na watu nsa afre onyu afre wadamfo akachro ho se omofo omafidie no ento GN radio na omo enti enadwumadi a ye babedi ene ensem a ye lawyer ewo eni ye be go through no me pacho wa se wo hwe ye esoso ewo Facebook a de obetimi aye de aboa ye ne se obe like na wa share ama afoforo soso etimi eti adwumadi bi ebre ema ye ho kwan ema ye bie phone lines no etumu eno nti no wo question bi a wo pese obisa lawyer ewo enen koma ye ba bebo ne ho a ye be ma ho kwan ama wa frɛ na wabusa wo question na asa wo question foforo bi a pese lawyer yi a normal na sa question enye tenten quick one ene so ye be ma ho kwan ama wo de aba adwumadi so ama lawyer yi ano fefefe de amount me de lawyer number betudwa abra yegusu a ye di dwume se opese okọ lawyer asuye na okọ ni kodin kita ho a ni nyina asoso no me de betudwa ama eno nti fa pen ne fa paper eto won chen se de be ya ye bro numbers ni nyina so a obetimi atro na ebrese mu no wafre ana se wakọ lawyer asuye na wakọ akohu no na one no edi enkomo yen studio lines no as usual in sign 0203-735-8820 ana se 0203-2860185 obetime ama me WhatsApp call, WhatsApp audio, WhatsApp text ni nyina no mejibre making kind ni nyina edi amount Freyembra 0778-793-9958 midi mama len me na medi dwumedie hu chiame ene ye baba bedi enkomo na yatwetwe enkomo na ebie wani ewo eniema bebre ho na ye mpoto kasa ni mu no mi redi ene enkasa enkomo aye ba bedie no na wa hye ne nso esoso na wahu ne ye ba bedi eho enkomo de ye hu ne se me de poto kasa ni mu the Supreme Court has dismissed a challenge to the level at which the government has set the fees for children to register as British citizens. And enkomo aye ba bedie no ye ba aba behwe aye hu se de na ye di sika bi eto ho ema wo mo a se bi ya wo mo ha sei no omo koye application na sika bi ebo bi na eda so aban na di atoso no ye hu ne se court no really no ofunti no ene me ne lawyer wa ha die lawyer eni e be komu no be review eniema bebre e de akyere afa ho ena afa so no oba ewo under 18 years a ekwan obefa so obey application ni ade obe register as a British citizen ni nyina no ye ne lawyer ebedi hu komo me ma me kasa anye tintintin na me nje lawyer adwuma nye enti no me ma na kwa ba na afa ye di dwumedie no ahyehye so lawyer good morning.
Good morning, Mama Lane. But you be able to.
Yes, I don't know who you pa na pa also
Oh, nyame adome so boko pa anapa patche.
We should that who could see but anya hwe.
E woman e de hu si kakra.
Yes, me so me you be don't worry.
Yo, me da si bebre ne introduction no me use this opportunity at the HIATFO nia ne ahwefo nso nia ma mo hwe bibia enanopa we ye mama chi. Said Mama Len kan your family Daniel Koi me fi Fortwell Solicitors na a net topic I see in this so no nia efa registration and answer British citizenship for Nkwala. The reason why I take this topic way no and then no say just a few weeks ago no we've had a case and I training a check a call Supreme Court basically you know says akwala ewo krom ha na okwakoye application for British citizenship amana most of the time no say we year registration na registration you know fees are also utia for registration £1,012. This is a fee in Crofobie have found it very difficult. Say omobetimi ayeden for the ama omumba, and for that reason na oman tia for a very long time. Akolano sunyin kakra no committee offense kakra bi pe na because of on your registration on your British citizen na ye pesi deport ni efi krum hase. This is one of the issues that came up during the Windrush scandal. We realized that a lot of people from African Caribbean community almost need citizenship because parents for one reason or the other was not able to pay our fees boarding and no and charity be your friend one more Fred BB as a project for registration of children as a British citizen almost start a program be almost boa and kwalasa so that they can help them to register to become British citizens. But they realize the expense of it. Nobody accepted a call court now a call court of appeal. No, they won it. They told the Home Office say Sasi kana omoji
who said obi share Facebook was still a sound and meaning said that was before. I think was sending it 9:10. I don't know. Say Mr. As obi ntia o ma yenya we na ha bibia ye okay. Ye nim say bia Facebook for mo amohwe can you hear us now? And I say still no sound name but na ajima na send this message no ntino Mr. Wa me pacho mo ma ye hu ne echo. Lawyer sorry, mpacho bitimi ato aso ma ye.
Yo, me da si debre. Hopefully, no, CCR de omote. Say that America, no, the Supreme Court ruling, no, and no one said. The good thing is, say, well, we are clear. You could do Supreme Court as to whether say anybody is going to appeal again. I don't know where else it can go, but CCR no say be na woti honum a wo train. Say court ruling way better and sana why your application ama oba because at the time a court of appeal decision by I can say 2012 ne boy day no in Crawford be sign in Crawford be okay say I mean your application at this time met to me book a I share the echo and sana me the application now too Mr. Wa the ruling has come out. Unfortunately, any good news. They be any good news ever. A few weeks ago, the Akisanya Ene Zambrano and 7 ever 2 not a good news, but any good news. But whatever any good news, and it's good. Say you have the information out there. Say, look, train so there's no need to be train so because court is seminar Kodi Supreme Court with some area, say I buy your margin. Say just £1,012 for Home Office fees and cinema register will banner ne kwanswa you have to pay the fees and get it done. Unfortunately, there is nothing like fee waiver for naturalization applications and I say registration applications. Until they say, oh yeah, why dream say obey application for registration, whatever be the case, you need to pay that fees, and do it. Any fee will help with fees and ABBs unless you are lucky to be assisted by a charity organization. However, we also know say there are ways and means in Crawford Edinya and Krata to the extent that sometimes even you don't need to go through the registration process, and for that reason and then and also ways and means British citizenship can be acquired, whether you get it automatically at the time you are born, whether you are born as a British citizen, and now say you need to naturalize, all the factors that come into play. Sometimes crown or 2 or 3 options are obefaso na audienya British citizenship. And but before that, there are a few things be also may update it for so one case a court of appeal which I need to let people know is the Court of Appeal have decided in a recent ruling say who indefinite leave to remain na oko amanoni utukwaya efikesimu for ebetimi a cancel will indefinitely leave to remain if something comes up whilst you are abroad. Previously, now we all knew says leave to remain, a limited leave to remain. The popular one at this stage in 2.5 years, and then Uncle be breeding it will be now way to point. Let's say the Nkrat animal on the basis said wohwɛ akwala bi anaso ne obi awo a wohwɛ no na utu kwan na ebia the other parent na afre efikesemufo aka kire efikesemufo say efikesemufo bema na modern krata 2.5 years na the crucial modern man so ohwe kwala no onhwe ni biom na efikesemufo decide say omo be twa krata mu a we knew say efikesemufo had the rights on their side. Most of the time no, they will notify you, they will write you an email so that if you have any defense and you can put it forward. If you also crown partner wa na aware na we to point ubehwe na the other party na free efikesemufo aka kire whilst you are abroad no omutimi ejifun the reason the basis why omutimi ejifun boils down to the Immigration Act. Your section B or normal who will live to remain a ma efficacy for the power and as the authority say even though your dear ma wuni krum has said it me ejifun. However, we did not expect and we did not anticipate say that will also apply to people who are more indefinite leave to remain. In this particular case, the person who appealed to the Court of Appeal, no, it was an anonymous case because now there's a bit of national security issues. Iran citizen. However, the Court of Appeal decided, say, look, even if indefinite leave to remain, now whilst you are abroad, they find out your security threats, and now say you've got some issues whereby they believe say you are not suitable and say conducive to the public good. You bet me indefinite leave to remain if you want say whilst you are abroad. This is just an update that I want people to be aware of. Before I ever topic and that topic, I ever go into details. Another update, I'm person with the tweet journal. First Zambrano application, and I say in your Akisanya application, I can't want them, and I say ruling, I can't want them for the past week. We have started getting decisions for people. Some people who put the application in previously. So who me during this program, and I only will be who you believe say will benefit from Zambrano Kera application. I'm a pacho, but more than many panel and free after the program. Interested, the person will qualify for it, and I said the person will not qualify for it. Time now Zambrano ruling and Akisanya ruling a bar Court of Appeal, a bar High Court. We're one of the first people to come out to say, look, if you want to make an application, come forward and make the application and let them put it there whilst the appeal process is in session. You need say appeal, but it's always good to be ahead of the queue. All my applications are more. Some of them have started getting decisions. All more train, biometric letters. We've started receiving it last week, this week. For my is going through a decision. So we are calling them to let them have it. So it is good news for on that front. More British children, more sole parental responsibility. And as we are so careless of that child, it's important. So we take advantage of it. Yeah, cause British children, they do also grow up and then you're British child now. Or a British national, but when I was or do you be we are the primary carer of that British person, adult. He maybe say you may qualify under the Zambrano rules, don't take what we are saying on this platform and just go and put an application in because you refuse. That will be your own issue. It's very, very, very important. Say anything that we see on this platform, generic advice is generic information that we are giving out there. Your personal circumstance may be different. Very, very important. Say you will seek professional advice for your personal in relation to your own situation. Then you need to have personalized advice on what you need to do and why then we're taking the necessary steps. But the good news is things are that we are progressing, we are getting somewhere with Zambrano Keres application into the no a very, very, very important now moving on to a next topic, you kind of British citizenship. It is an operation of the law. I mean, you share in for British citizens. You will be more automatically, and by the time you be war, not already, no more British citizens. Into the young fans number registration here. All they have to do is on application for their passports. Into the, for instance, in Kuala ana ye wo before 1st of January 1983. Ye wo UK krum has say enkwa announce any of the UK territories at the time automatically now you're British national. Intino over no na ebia wadanfo bia na uni ebia na obia na on the war schools those times or more in the 80s no over here you wabaha say on the British citizenship the passport or Ghana in Obaha. The reason why wabaha say and say ebia na the parents e wa ha say your won wo UK wo na na dey kofi even if your wo at the very time your wo na na dey kofi crowd so long as your wo before 1st of January 1983 no whether I say now papa British and also mommy British and also no me illegal, doesn't matter the status that they had at the time or possible say me in British citizenship. But there were exceptions. They can say whenever they make the rules, they make exceptions. In this particular rules, the exceptions that we have in who were born by diplomats. And believe it, Obeji say, NASA diplomacy, there, how many were there? I've seen cases whereby Obi had simply won before that date. But the fact is, at the time, Nane Papa a diplomat, UK. Because a diplomat, Jumama embassy, Krobi embassy, Krum Hassan, and for that reasoning, that person did not qualify for British citizenship, and for that reason, why trials obenya but untimi enya. If you fall in that category, I'm very sorry, but one of the exemptions are war normal for that reason. Untimi enya de enya or British citizenship. Now, almost after 1st of January 1983, you could only get your British citizenship if a number of factors was in place. For instance, if at the time, one of your parents, was a British citizen, okay, and now say one of your parents, after 13th of January 2010, and one of your parents was a UK Army national. If you were UK, now one of your parents was a British national, then it means you could qualify. I must add, say, you see, there are some people during that time, back then, before 1st of July 2006, British citizenship did not transmit automatically through a father who was born and as on obi wu ya na onware no. Rebecca say illegitimate child. Okay. Say even if papa was not married to Omame at the time in the war, the British citizenship at the time will not automatically transfer to you. This is something that people need to be aware of. However, after 1st of July 2006, what they've done is they've made it possible. Said those people who could not acquire British citizenship that time, they can register by entitlement. Even though British citizenship through your dad because your dad was not married to your mom at that time, register and then you get it. Do you see how technical these way is these citizenship rules sometimes it is very, very important say and you will seek professional help, you will seek advice, you will seek guidance and way to who anamo and yes a problem. Sometimes a person who is born outside the UK or qualifying territories automatically may automatically acquire British citizenship depending on what happened, whether say papa na say did he get, was he a British national? So we a British national, okay. Now uwu oba ewo amanonia possible say obano ebetimi enya British citizenship. That is if we are British, you do not get it by descent. So, and also there's an exception there. Let's say, let me use it in practical sense for people to understand. Mama le, now papa British. Now we are British. But just something I say. One year na passport. And ya first so we are naturalization and also we are registration because papa British once you had a British passport at the amount. You became a British by descent. You became a British because papa and the man automatically at the time of birth. If once now one UK now decided to work or Ghana, now work or France, and I say outside the UK, no on you automatically British. You understand? But bia unya penny or no the time now you won now papa enye British. Into maybe no cry indefinite into the only opinion first and now papa no only opinion he has to register a so called naturalization so of fill form and now new opinion in the British citizenship no or no one ba Ghana ne ba no automatically will become British. You see siblings in a situation like this whereby one person becomes automatically British, the other party does not become automatically British, the other party needs to register. All these things are things that people need to be aware. Say a ban of British nationality, a very technical. It is very easy to lose sight. Say obey application because of these technicalities. Sometimes, a British nationals through what we call adoption or parental order. Say we are British national who Krum has said now you decide say will adopt or be in accordance to be a friend of 1993 Hague Convention on Intercountry Adoptions. If your adoption follows that process, then as soon as you follow the process and you get the court order, that person become a British national. Unless your adoption conforms to South Hague Convention on Intercountry Adoption rules, now we adoption now will not become automatically British. Sometimes as say so new yenya enye obia sanya enye baako into no be hwe na obi wo honoma he is struggling to have a child into no akwa bibia ye frɛ no surrogacy ebi akɔpɛ obi sɛ sɛbe pacho de woman na ye fa akola na mama into ye frɛ bibia frɛ parental order. If that happens and you've obtained the parental order because you are UK resident from 6th of April 2010 as in the account, a child who is subject of a parental order made under the surrogacy arrangement will become a British citizen straight away by virtue of section 1 subsection 5 of the British Nationality Act. It is a British Nationality Act now. They have incorporated way into it said that say about through that you will be able to obtain British citizenship for that person. And if you are a parent, you're a mother, you're a father, and you are thinking say you go through that route to become a parent, I make sure say you seek legal advice and we'll be able to guide you through the process. Say with me either AJ and Krata and amount. Say no sometimes any registration because registration your mama says per the Supreme Court ruling, there are £1,012, and say but if you go into details now, we realize it's automatically you are entitled to British nationality. Now it may be possible say Ubenya or British passports without you making that payment for them. My church British citizen by descent or British citizen by any other means, because it makes a big difference when trying to obtain your nationality. And if na wa register and answer or British passport I want to also move on. This year in said following way EU for UK joining EU, we have a lot of EU nationals at Omoba UK. Has say Omonso or Mumbano, they will want to either decide say Omoba the Ombeji British citizenship. I'm going to use this time briefly for the 10 minutes to discuss those issues for EU nationals, Swiss nationals at Omowa Ahase. You see, Akwala no ewo ahase before 1st of January 1983 say they kind whether say na me EU ni and I say onye EU ni no automatically that child also become British national into the non they those people also benefited. But omo between 1st January 1983 and 1st October 2000 different rules apply. Say we akwala ayewo between 1st January 1983 and the 1st October 2000. That akwala no so long as one of the parents EU national. Now at the time of birth, one of the parents was exercising treaty rights in the UK, automatically that child was a British. until that child can apply for the first British passport, even if at the moment or you're adult. It's very, very important because that time now since you're already more than 18 years, and you will think say, oh, after I say require naturalization, after I say require registration, go to your sikabu bro be natural. It's not like that. Automatically, you can make an application and get your citizenship. Into and kwalaya war mu wahasi between 1st January 1983 and 1st October 2000. If one of your parents was an EU national and at the time the person was exercising treaty, because a treaty writer, at the day, what do we mean? The person was a worker, the person was a job seeker, the person was a business person, and as a self-employed person, and as a self-sufficient or not on your way or a student. If one of your parents fall into any of these categories, straight away, wait me add your British citizenship. So application for a British passport. The expectation is what the evidence is one of your parents was exercising treaty right at the time of your birth during that period. That's all the evidence account. So your application form can't just account. So if you don't seek professional advice and you don't know this, obey any refuse, seek guidance. As obey now on mark say, hey, yes, me qualify for British citizenship by me. This is what we are talking about. Say British citizenship, it looks on the face of it, you might look very simple and straightforward, but in now let's look at children war between 2nd October 2001 and 29th April 2006. If one American wants you see, say I've given so many categories. Time will be our rules in a different. So we are quality and I say whoever you are, your war between 2nd October 2001 and 29th of April 2006. As a child, for you to be automatically British, one of your parents must have held indefinite leave to remain in the UK, and as a held indefinite leave to enter or had no time limit on their stay in the UK, and son will qualify. If not, you will not qualify. So the rules change. Said Ube shows now or exercise treaty rights. Now, you need to show say at the time now now one of your parents hold the indefinite leave to remain in the UK and indefinite leave to enter, and now say he had no time limit on his stay in the UK. And yes, I know the bed, the amount into for EU nationals, Swiss nationals, during that period. That is the rules that we expect them to know, and I say the rules that we expect them to follow for them to succeed with any application. And yes, I am so problem bed. Then we have Enqualaya Wu Omo on or after 30th of April 2006. Okay. And any child via a war name EU national and as a Swiss national, I will chrome has say after 30th of April 2006. Then send our application, I do my British passports automatically. We expect to say by the time of birth, now parent, or will be via a friend. Permanent residence or certificate or document to be a certified said by the time now papa umame when not a permanent residence until during that period so what your application I say umame and now papa only blue card in a chese or permanent residence at that time. The expectation from us and say you will show documents say from the time or back room has say not or qualify for permanent residence for you to be able to automatically get it. And yes, into the or passport application could be one or two documents you they can one say what the evidence say oh papa na mama Juma has a 5 years continuous and now I say treaty rights for 5 years continuous period. For that reason, he qualified for permanent residence, and for that reason, he have a passport to the end. And yes, a problem. You see, with the implication with Brexit, UK for a fee EU, it's got implications for EU nationals. After this period in your air corner, say we are EU national, that's a war we has for us to know say we be qualify for British citizen or not. We need to understand say at the time of war aqualano now we apply for settled status and now say who pre-settled status. Say a net a year can one say after 31st of December 2020 oba e ukrom ha say for me to know say akwala de betimi akogye a British passport direct and I say or register no, I need to know say at the time of birth no na settled status. If it was settled status, yes, akwala de betimi akogye a British passport straight away. But if at the time of birth no now we need settled status but who pre-settled status now later on obeji or settled status you cannot automatically get the British passport for that child. That child no say okoye registration, meaning say say uko to £1,012 Supreme Court aka say sisi awye den say utua no say uko to bi and sana wetimi ayede agi enkrata no ama akwala no akoje registration and say nationalization e the ama akwala no. Say dia ye chekire mu no British nationality and our British citizenship are a very complex matter, and sometimes it can be difficult for somebody to determine say or a British and answer on your British. We will think say British either you are or you are not easily, but I have explained based on all these dates and timelines I have shown say it can be very, very difficult for you to get it if you are not too sure. Into the so-called government websites now. Omo to be ubetimi checklist be ubetimi and they will answer questions be and once you have completed those questions, sometimes they may be able to tell you say we are British and I say oh you're British, okay, and for that reason reach me your passport and I say so you say but say Inyamemu can be very complex, and sometimes that too is not enough to determine so we are British and that's when you're British. And we've seen people who have used that tool to decide whether they qualify or they don't qualify, and they've made an application and the application has not been successful. And they will then come back to you for you to try to advise them or give them legal opinion. We also always recommend we seek legal opinion by consulting a regulated person. Our UK has said now it's proper immigration advice. And sometimes if the case is very complex, situation the Home Office have an application. I'll be to me your friend is status application. Now I confirm and say indeed whether I say we are British and I say well you're British. And no and you're born yet there's 200 and something pounds. I don't have the exact figures with me, but you don't pay more than £300 to get that status. So when you're too sure, even lawyers can look at your situation and we are not really sure. Say, hey, Bema we are not bawe and hifa and we are not too sure. And if that becomes the case, we can apply for you to get a status into the Home Office for Nankasa checking I should say nipa way or qualify and I say nipa way unqualified. Sometimes you may have a child because of one reason or the other, or so many ways of entitlement to qualify to become a British. Akwala na ya wono ewo krom ha say wetina ha say for 10 years, okay. Now whilst wetina ha say for 10 years ne papa na say ne mama na owo no have got indefinite leave to remain, and I say we bia we can use that as a basis to live in the country, and I said to get the British nationality. Either say or qualified with Form T and or qualified with MN1, and you need to decide which route to use. In deciding which route to use, you need to look at certain things. You need to look at the residence criteria. How long has the person stayed? You have to look at other factors such as good character requirements. We will consider to be able to advise you, say, based on situation, one option may be better for you or than the other. The fees may be the same, the same amount, but depending on the route that you use, the type of evidence and documentation that you will take, may differ. Sometimes, so in Crophobia application, I'll be parents, or no naturalization, but if you say or person did never account. In so doing, you know, you're very careful. Seek legal advice. Bia, na akwala qualify, but all parents didn't qualify. This one na say wunya would dear as near ya akwala dear man. If you decide to put the two applications at the same time, one here na akoko say problems at the amount. And another issue that sometimes come up during application process, you know, be a friend of parental consent.
Okay.
And I get this quite regularly. No say application for British nationality we normally would expect to say all parents are or more parental responsibility for that child, you know, will consent for the passport to be issued to the person. You know, say the first passport in a 1 year application at their manner. We expect said the mother will consent, the father will consent, and yes, a better problem at the amount. In situations whereby Obeka say, oh, many will, but papa and pesto obey application in their mind. Sometimes it will be very important say ube seeking legal advice and legal help on the situation. Say adentina will be all parental responsibility. It's not giving consent for that child to be issued the passport. And when situations like that come up, we strongly recommend say ube seeking legal opinion. No, na why application and yes a bear problem at the amount and ya almost at the amount. In certain situations, you know, if any first passport, let's say your man on the first passport a year 5 years ago and we now but the other parents do not consent to the renewal. And no, once the child lives with you, sometimes you know you can get away and do the passport application without the consent of the other parents. In situations like that, may recommend this lawyer for you to go ahead. So 1 year application now, you need to know say there's referee. We need 2 referees for the application. And you know, without the referees, and yet possible. I've seen situations whereby application among because of referees into the things say referee lawyers then a referee Emma Aqualano. But there are qualifying requirements for the referees, so it's already register Aquala. Without that, and yet possible. For instance, each referee must know the child personally. They must be willing to give full details of their knowledge of that child if requested to do so, and advise the Home Office of any reason why they think the child should not be registered. Intino say Okacheme say Abia lawyer person will hear registration it's won't be any referee. Any possible because Abia lawyer not all your application amount of crampono. Sa kwala onimono. But that's what I say, and that is a problem. Another referee also should be a professional who has engaged with the child in a professional role. Intinu, teacher, akwalani teacher, doctor, health visitor, social worker, and now say akwalani a pastor, minister of religion. If the person is regulated as a pastor, normally we are looking for reverends. Proper qualified with titles or be a theology school or qualification which assign ama akolano. Being so the other person also must normally be a British passport holder who is a professional person who is age 25 and above. You see, there are referees. There are certain things that you cannot qualify. If referee or relative will solicitor will agent of applicant all application or not to be referee and farm. This is something that people need to understand because sometimes we get problems with people because they think say we referee and but because they can so we are nipani agent we application that you cannot be done. You cannot be related to the other referee into application but mama lena wunya and I say 2 brothers and 2 siblings. Also, bakonye teacher, bakonye the other referee. Those 2 people cannot do it for you. And the person cannot be employed by the Home Office. Say Home Office. Home Office. And as a Nippon so I any thing, criminal offense, which means he's been in prison in the last 10 years. Any conviction, prison sentence, that person cannot do it for you. These are some of the things that people need to look at when making an application. I believe Sir Nkrofonso will have questions that they want to ask. One kasa so crampo be all questions into the major platform now questions be awenya and one kasa what dear no so no betimi answer amount.
Yo, you better lawyer say ebusia wasugusu awuti legal hour say the onim no ebinada bia na ye ba wa kwan so ye hyase 10 na ya sorry so 11 dear dre dear na ye bie phone lines no atum say wo question bia ema lawyer efa enchirichirimu a wachirichirimu ena anope ya misre wa mi bie studio lines no atumu frɛ na lawyer enyi wo nsɛm na no ema ofefefe yen lines no 0203 735 8820 0203 735 8820 anase mame WhatsApp call 0778 793 9958 what the ba lawyer ebeyi nsɛm ni nyina ano de ama ofefefe kai hu sɛ aha kwan ho enti no enye nsɛm ni nyina na yebetimi ebiebie so de ama mame emfa caller mi bia yebeto aso. Good morning caller.
Good morning.
Me pacho wodi ni baby akasa free.
Me pacho free me
Lizzie.
Me kasa free Milton Keynes.
Okay Lizzie, boko there.
Me pacho nyame adom boko.
Yo, me pacho question man lawyer ne say.
Me pacho me pese me bisa lawyer say obi wo indefinite leave to remain. No 6-year route in the so. Tambe no bit me apply for British passport and form ben and pa kron fail me pacho.
Me pacho te ne question no.
In pacho o what they been routes in pacho?
6 years, 3 years, 3 years.
Okay. So nipa no ewo 6 years 3 year now after 6 years no wait me apply for the indefinite leave to remain. And for you to apply for naturalization, you should have been on indefinite leave to remain at least 1 year. And so now wait me I apply for British nationality. I must, however, add say minya ba minim before unya of first 3 years. That be in krata na nipa ne wo.
Nipa ni be anything.
No issue.
No issue. Yes, we see because of so good character requirements in it, ain't possible say after 1 year when you're indefinite, or betimi aye application for naturalization. So or 10 years from the time or the first 3 years, and sana with me aye application because of good character requirements. On the cultural say because Uba Krum has here now we need and character for certain time into no character and papa. And for that reason, into the 10 years from time Unya and character and so now I apply for indefinitely to remain. Apply for British passports.
Okay, so Nipa Kweni in 2012 10 years in the basic this year, me pacho.
But why? With 10 years in the this year, and for that reason, it will be to apply for naturalization at the moment. Yes.
Oh, great. But your form, Ben, and
but your form, dear, I will.
Me do number to drama. No, afraid. Why?
Oh, okay.
Okay, Lizzie. Me that's a pass off, Fred. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Ebusi asaso na subet me afraid 0203 735 8820 0203 735-8820 and now says 0778 793 9958. Now the question about lawyer and no fefe edi amount. Na me pacho a lawyer so number no bomodin say obefa na wetimi akona so say na me ka no aha kwan ho ntino enye nsem ni nyina na lawyer betimi apiebie ni nyina so ewa afidie so but then obomodin na okọ na so ya obenya abotire ene watena se na woso nukre bi ewom bia no so wa manahu na wa kyerɛkyerɛ ne memu edi amount frɛ Fortwell for omo office line no 0203 325 7030 0203 325 7030 and no office line no and also betimi afre mobile 07944 976 161 07944 976-161 and no Fortwell Solicitors obetimi afre lawyer call direct wo number a me bobo so ya na so free officer na de se okuko hu bia ma omo boa obi aso so no motimi aboa ewo sa kwan ne so opare ansa na me ready wo nsam no ama lawyer no bo modern asa wo be like kofo bebre ewo Facebook amo hwe wo ba wo like hwe na wo kan wo nsam ne sa esa nyefe the more likes how de be ma ye no eno na ema Facebook fo epushi ema enkrofo etimi etie dwumadie nti no de obetimi aye de aboa ne se wo ma lawyer time no enye waste se wa sorry abetre ha na o kasa so hu wo ma wani so by say wo like here na ayefefefe and say wo share na ayefefefe o say why didn't my parents give birth to me there? Okay, enye the entinja anye pe into na brabo ne de sa na tie enye fe enka ye nyina ye sori kra do permit na ase. Okay, I say the person who ne say okay, adoption, at what age can't I be adopted, please? Lawyer, and you know, person who say age bay and I would draw me adopt you.
Say ushemu pa the age that you adopt to and it's difficult to adopt at the age of 16.
16?
Yes. When you're this 16 and above, then it becomes
difficult. Your own man, because pro so
you know, for you to be adopted, we are looking at from 0 to the age of 16. It's much easier. So when you're this 16 and above, even though when you're adult, but we don't expect because the adoption process now they take time. And see a start the adoption process, at the age of 16. By the time you know your grandpa with the 18 and the courts are very reluctant. Say at that stage, on approve and on mark court order for you to be adopted. Just I will be already 17. He's almost an adult. What he wants near there. So if your Chrome has a grandpa, a banner, a child arrangement order near there. Once the person turns 16, they don't want to issue those things. Minua pariado make us so person who adopt you akwala bi abomode na yansa na with the 16 meaning say opariado na person cause na you adopting them so
opare o ha dream ho ni obi preso am so obi so keka na adwe na fa ka che nipa say aden so na lawyer we say opese ohun say at that time ne oni oba bi nyinsen na oni nkrata enti no ma obi o nkrata na de ni din to akwala ne so say no obetimi e de ni din akwakoto akwala ne so abra ono anya nkrata.
Yeah, you see questions view honoma you put us in a very difficult position.
I know
to explain say wo akwala no na wonim say akwala na nya wo ba no amobi assign am na e de nsem brain na eba but me dia asoma metimi aka ne say oba sebe owo a yes oba pe ni akwala ne papa and akwala ne papa na oba ne be decide say odi akwala ne be man no pe na eni me lawyer na me ni hobby be sure say mama le na unso
you hobby. And I were not there.
We were not there. No, we're not there. Din a wo de call registry I would call register akwala no it's one I wouldn't now with the akwala normally in situations like that I don't want to get involved. However say when you akwala ni mo if you mo hwe the way situation na the way akwala na no or sell now feel say akwala ne so sisia and for that reason you want to go forward and do a DNA and put your name on the child's birth certificate. I may sell a very complicated process because what call register also call register akwala ye bisa to sign it in nyeme and then now you are going back to change it. So sometimes I not almost but more Diana lawyer and do a nimna on yema. We've done it for so many people, and if you come in, we can help you to change sa in yamane because you don't want a situation where ubekwa be na a day and sem ebe bro problem. Before you take that step, making sure we seek professional advice. Nya hwe kwan a see kwan a utimi hu sa kwala na nya wo ba and as the father was different from the other man. No. Once a genuine a mistake in kwan why any there, I don't think you will have a problem and we'll be more than happy say you be no rectify problem.
Yeah. And your lawyer last one I'm person me who said to say they now old brubusi say e koba ne say ya wo akola na date ya wo keka nyina no nipa nim fall into any of the data sa akola na ya wo no British ne wo no ha nkrata asem ne ade bibia nya yi bibi wo ho a wo betimi aye ana no odi anya ne nkrata to say bia to say 1983 no it wasn't before 1983 and then after we say no so no 1st of January 1983 no no bibi wo ho a nipa no betimi aye ana.
Oh yes, and I make sure you say there are different angles, different aspects.
Okay.
Obi a ya wono any year bi a ya wo bi no there are certain things I want me ya e betimi ama I qualify na wenya o British nationality. For instance, obi a ya wono be 10 years ago.
Right.
Ya wo na o papa ye illegal, oni nkrata, o ma menzo ni nkrata e okrum hase. If wait na krum has say in your own rights for 10 years, you bet the application yaje registration certificate no British citizenship. Into the law that will allow you to become British, will be different from Obia later on. Ne papa be indefinite.
Okay.
The type of form I be complete man different. Whenever you are not sure, whenever your situation is, we can look into it and see whether you qualify. But mainly, in Krofua, Ometina has say more than 10 years. In Kualaya, Ometina has say more than 10 years, they can get something. In Kualanswa, Mundi 10 years and later on, Omo parents, Abenya and Kratano. It may be possible, said there will be a way as our parents and as that child, no matter your situation, please make sure, say, when a lawyer professional be a kasana ya mama see there be church mono nationality law is very complicated, and sometimes you may think say you know it all, but you will get it wrong na usika koshe, and then you wasted your time and money and all that. It is whatever the circumstance, but more than you ain't charging for consultation. We don't charge for it. You are not even coming to pay to get that information that you need. There's no excuse. You don't have any excuse for you to go and do an application, for you to be rejected, for you to be refused, and send about a friend. There be friend. We'll give you an appointment. We'll see you. We'll go through your documents, and then we'll see say a point bank in your bed. Yeah, be faso near the application amount.
Okay. Me breno ekoba dan chia kese enkoma na najima me chia pa afa me chia Salome opare enchia kese enkoma na me pato nipa da bia wo hye betete ho a me be pon na afre no me no benya asem o ati. Good morning. Pacho di.
Me pacho me de
Alice, what they can intend mommy why?
Me pacho yo me question na ye mienu Mr. Wa.
Okay. Hey Alice.
Me pacho fache me.
What they can?
Me pacho me kuta settled status. Na me bansu kuta settled status wo kromo ha say no sign kuta Dutch book. Me pacho o qualify for British book ana eno ye me first question.
Okay.
Nothing, so no, Makofa me mammy aba here man 6 months, a be expire June. Now me person me who say makes me I extend the manana because non person no helping me share me banonia day because me here Juma sign school count. Into me person me who say one bit to me I extend the mammy ana me that say.
You.
Impacho before I will call no mami this our question no. Impacho wo ba no ye wo no we hefa.
Impacho ye wo no kromu he ya.
UK ha say.
Impacho ai.
Okay.
Yeah, Impacho ye wo no kromu ha say a ubetimi aye application for registration. Na ye wo no time na wo ba no. Ye wo no de be year.
Impacho 2016.
Ina Impacho unya o settled status ne da be.
Last year settled me nyane last year I.
Now before that now a permanent residence now.
Me won on a dear na pay na me de me year 2.
Okay. Into the Ubano you betimi a register no ama na a British national straight away. Okay. But on me any application for British passports directly to the post office. Say or year registration or your certificate now and send our acquire no. Now regarding Uma Meno, I believe say you Dutch national. Okay.
Menya Dutch, but me bani kuta Dutch book. But me was settled status wa hase.
Bani say no nya settled status no.
Aware.
Nti woni ukru na jai. and I'm that so.
Oh, you know.
Okay. A little bit difficult for Oma Meno, even though Obani a Dutch IABI with me a use and no. I would strongly recommend say Obe frame me after the program. Now you are investigating into that option available. Say with me possible.
Alice, chro number, what a chro number. The office line or so, made the office line in the mobile in air to ja. Who be a crowd to make a share program ne back in our far. Why? Bye. Okay. Etino said the name Gusu American answer na me de bema lawyer man can the last way in the last words no. The air cost or honey chiakesi and come will be our journey or platform no. So now operate names I will share that lawyer so I say hey lawyer we a guy why Mama Lynn will always put you in one corner with such questions so any lawyer me ankasa na me nim question bi am busa na nipa no adwuma no no nye adwuma no no and you know you better obi biara ase say we are so lawyer ma me njai ma o say wo last assembly person we di jai ansa na ye wie adwumadi ya fatu dwama yes
me da si bebre mo am joining yen mo our Facebook and I'm on radio, so I'm share my amount funds no mutibini. Yeah, that's it. We cannot thank you enough. Nanajima nene busian for Pare Daniel nene busian for muni ya damasi bebre Salome so awohodom ya damasi na meka says open say uhuye Monday to Friday. I said the mama line can no or the number no ebe tudra Thursdays and so your Milton Keynes Monday every Thursday your Milton Keynes Oba numa yebetimi actual whether say a change of name deed, statutory declaration, any immigration issue bia our family matters, civil litigation ninya no mesrel oba obetimi abehu yan ne wo aka ho asem pepepe ye in charge for consultation whether say oba office no abehu yan anase opeso ne ekasa e phone so anase ye Zoom meeting and so emmawa we are more than happy to do that for you and we don't charge for that into no bomodiana any question anase any issue be our biano Monday to Friday 9:30 to 5:30 in Pacho Bomodena friend during that period no say office hours outside office hours unless it's a emergency then we would classify that as an emergency uja message e be throw back into near that be brace said da mobile joining and mo boy that's it
lawyer Jamie kasa ni nyina aka ma me but then chro number na ekọ Fortwell for aso Mr. Udru ho a emfa bibia ankotete bomodin so be yi niam nyina pie na omotimi hwebe bi omotimi aboa o esi afa enti office line no frɛ 0203 325 7030 0203 325 7030 or mobile 07944 976 07944 976 and no mobile frɛ Fortwell na omo emboa ewo immigration and sensem ehu nyina said ye wonimu no nyame ya adoma na wotwe sene ye besa ba wa kwan so biem with legal hour ye ne Fortwell for besa ba besum obiem na ne ye kan ne se bomodin ase obehye de amaye se wantimi enti adwumadi free beginning na ebeda GN radio page honomo no ipacho bomodin every city honomo okwa na one like ya na se wunyan like ya like it and san wasa a share the account say the midi kan no say the more I will like no na Facebook for ehu ne say oh ene adwumadi nkrofo ani gi ho pa na omu pushi nti no bomodin said the obetimi aya aboa ne say obe like na wa share account kai say Fortwell for omo initial consultation no free omo ngi bibia eno nti no bomodin aso be ko omo asoye na omo ne wo aboa wo question bia wo de ema wo mo midin mama le me ne ene lawyer kwa na ye ba besum ye da se da ne da ye ba we ye aso na wuti adwumadi aha ne edu besie ni aka cho se nyame adma ye besa ehia bim. Have a lovely day lawyer. Thank you so much.
Thank you with that say
Yo Ghana for you want English ya brochi mai moha ya twedi yenya emranimfo a won akwadare wo emranimu a poto kasa mu ye kasa a lawyer for entimi nuanom mum yemfa ye immigration ensem nyina enko dan wo mo Fortwell Solicitors emranimu akukudro for se watna ha che ombeboa wo ma wonsa ka won krata na se wedi edro nso a eyo mo kokokra eba ne nipa setena mu ani adwuma mu nsem bia omudimu akotene pa omo wo mre di mani pa bia na de enika wo mu mponi se no consultation fee.
Fortwell Solicitors always puts our clients' needs first. We specialize in all UK visa applications, detention and deportation cases, student and work points-based work permit applications from both UK and abroad. Fortwell Solicitors also deals with long residence and human rights applications outside the immigration rules. Don't wait till last minute. Fortwell Solicitors is located at
Unit 1, ground floor, Katrina House, 58 Clarendon Road, London, N80DJ. Nearest tube station, Tempark Lane and Wood Green. Overground, Hornsey Station. Buses, 41 to Archway and 144 to Maswell Hill. For more info, call 0203 3257 030. Call our 24-hour line on 0754 8701 011. Website www.fortwellsolicitors.com.
opening hours Monday to Friday 9:30 to 5:30 p.m.
Thursday Beyonce Young Milton Keynes.
Fortwell Solicitors is regulated by SRA.
Fortwell Solicitors.
Memo akwa aba enenso adwumadie so. Ofre me danso. Me emranimfo. Me wo Fortwell Solicitors. I wo North London. Hornsey. Na ye ben Turnpike Lane Tube Station no. Ana fe so ye ben Wood Green. Ofri Turnpike Lane by honoma one stop bus 41 edi wani akire Archway no. Free Turnpike Lane Tube Station enim. Ana so mpo onantia it's about 5 minutes. Na wedunti weda ne ye na betimi anante a obetimi anante e de aba ye wo unit 1 ground floor Katarina House and wo 50A Clarendon Road N80DJ enye irakwan kra entino ofre Fortwell Solicitors anasa ofre mimpo a 07874 108 821 07874 108 821. Maka ni say na mama okoko se de wasetena mutie ana wo ba o se obeka kire na yetimi ahwe sa wasetena nim na ahwe ne de agina so atrofo nyame nhira one kai say your first hour no consultation free yenyi sika bia Fortwell Solicitors your Hornsey your phone number no 0203 325 7030 0203 325 7030. Nyame nhyira. Bye bye.